Hello and welcome to WP Builds News. This is episode number 5, which is covering the week commencing the 19th of March 2018. We have two articles right at the top, one from WP Tavern and the other from deliciousbrains.com, and they kind of reference each other and they're about a similar thing. And it's about the fact that really we need to stop supporting legacy versions of PHP. Quite a few people are now clamoring for versions PHP 5 and below to be kind of mothballed, really. And at the moment, WordPress will basically work on almost any version of PHP within reason, obviously not going back decades, but it'll support anything more or less with a 5 in front of it. And a lot of the plugin developers are saying, look, we really need to get everybody pulled up to PHP version 7. Because PHP version 5.5 and below is no longer supported, and about 10% of WordPress installs are on those versions, with something like 55% of versions being on number 7 and above. Obviously, there's a lot of reasons why you would want to upgrade. For example, speed, that's a primary reason I would say, and security. So 2 articles today, the first and the second ones mentioning the fact that we need to upgrade to PHP 7.x, preferably 7.2. WP Builds, as you know, has a Wallace Inline x3 lifetime license competition. If you click on the link in the email or in the show notes, you'll get taken to that competition where you can win one of 3 lifetime licenses for the inline editor for Beaver Builder from Bradley Kirby over at Wallace Inline. The next article comes from the SitePoint website, and really it's drawing a line under the fact that Elementor is getting more and more popular. Hundreds of thousands of installs now, as many as 600,000 installs, largely because of the fact that they have the really decent free offering. But they've come to decide that this is the best page builder, and they've outlined their reasons for that. Largely to do with the fact that when 2.0 came out, or is coming out as we speak more or less, there's an awful lot of new features which have been added into the Pro version for no extra cost, and they've got their theme builder so that you can do headers and footers and all those kind of lovely templates which make building sites a whole lot easier. Okay, the next item is on the dev4press.com website, and it's about the current state of Gutenberg. We keep coming back to this, about the fact that it's not yet ready, really, according to this author. Meta boxes are a bit of a second thought. The editor workflow needs quite a lot of attention. And he's saying basically this is not ready for core. Don't do it. No. It's obviously received an awful lot of attention, but if you've played with it recently, you'll see that going back and editing things can be a bit of a trial, and meta boxes really are kind of tucked away and don't expand to full size and so on and so forth. So this outlines very clearly all of his thoughts on this. Okay. The next one is from wpsquared.com. And it's about the fact that something that I never really use. It's just drawing attention to the fact that really it's a good idea to use the current distraction-free writing mode. Now, I constantly have my sidebars and things open, and I just think, yeah, it's time I did this more. I love Google Docs for the fact that there's basically nothing there to clutter it up, but all my WordPress stuff gets in the way, and really for clients using the distraction-free mode, it looks like a little, I don't know, like a little square with arrows pointing out. Get them to use that rather than anything else, because it'll probably save you a lot of fuss when they click meta boxes and destroy the website. Okay, the next one is on the Toolset website, and it's about the fact that they've now got beta support in CRED and layouts for relationship forms. This is a little bit technical, but basically you'll be able to use layouts with post-relationship forms, and if you're building complicated websites, that could be a good thing, and they work similarly to other CRED forms. That's it really for that one, just that it's something new. So there's my WordPress news for the week. Now we're on to Google News, it seems. Two Google items. Could be anything, but this week they're Google items. Google has introduced a new product in Photos, in their Photos app called Lens. Now, if you've got an updated version of Google Photos and you're looking at a photo that you've taken, or presumably anything, it could be a website or anything, and you find a photo, you can click on the little lens icon and it'll tell you what it is. It's brilliant. I took a picture of something famous fairly near to my house, and it totally got it. It's told me exactly what it is, but it'll do things like strip text out of business cards and book pages. It'll identify landmarks and buildings and artwork, plants, animals, flyers and billboards. So it could actually be a solution to all of those business cards that you've got lying around. It's really incredible. Google, as always, astonishes me. So yeah, there you go. And the second Google item, if you like, and the last one is the fact that Google is spending $300 million on something called the News Initiative. Now, the politics at the moment is all about fake news and about the fact that, people websites like Facebook and Twitter are responsible for pushing fake news in front of people. And Google has decided that they're going to do something about this and spend $300 million trying to work out how to promote authentic, authoritative and editorialized news, so that what you read you can trust has come from somebody who's actually really not doing it necessarily for a political agenda, but because these are the actual facts. I'm sure that's going to be difficult for them to pull off, but certainly very interesting. Okay, there you go. Short news article. Hopefully you've been able to listen to this on a Monday morning on your way into work or something like that, and I hope it's been of some use. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.